All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very first MaximusBlack Says tournament. Now, this isn't quite the MaximusBlack Says part. This is the regular ass, get rid of the first two rounds so that we're not going through 30 MaximusBlack Says, 32 of them at the very beginning.
That would be awful.
So what we're going to be doing here, guys, is for round 1 and round 2, it will be normal games just to kind of bring it down to 8 people. Yes. 32, 16. Yeah, it'll bring it down to 8 for the Novawar Says part.
Math is hard.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough thing. So yeah, that's what's going down. Once again, we got some official new sponsors now. LootCrate is in it to win it.
It's no longer a technical alpha sponsor.
No, we don't have to say that anymore.
No.
These guys are putting up some prizing and also some giveaways, which we'll talk about a little bit later on.
However, the tournament itself, still in technical alpha.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
We're still working out the bugs. We went gold like 3 months ago, but we're still working out the bugs. So just bear with us. Technical alpha stream. Mr. MaximusBlack!
Yes.
Hit me up with the sound of the in-game overlay actually being correct on the first game and not taking half the tournament to figure out.
Yes. Starting over here on the right-hand side of Bridgehead, we have Taco Slammer. And over here on the left-hand side, we have Zombie.
I wonder if Taco Slammer is down to slam zombie tacos.
Okay, sure.
I mean, I'm just wondering. I mean, I wonder if he discriminates in the tacos in which he slams.
I don't discriminate in the tacos. In fact, my favorite type of taco to eat is a shrimp taco.
Really?
I love shrimp tacos. They're pretty bomb.
Like, I'm not like a huge, like, I don't like shrimp all that much.
Okay. You like seafood, though.
Well, I actually, honestly...
You actually don't really like seafood all that much.
I'm not a huge seafood guy.
You like salmon.
I like fish.
Yeah.
So I'll eat pretty much any kind of fish.
You don't like mussels?
But I'm not, well, I don't do particularly well with shellfish. Just in general. And that, I doubt I actually have an allergy, but when I had shellfish at, a friend's place, and then 2 hours later, I literally had the, like, 3-hour power puke session.
Oh.
That immediately turned me off of shellfish.
Forever.
It wasn't like I was in love with the shit to begin with, so I didn't really need that big of a push.
You might have got some bad, you might have just got some, like,
it was just bad.
Some bad fish,
I'm almost
right?
positive,
some bad
because
shit.
I had it before in my life. However, I wasn't really a big fan of it to begin with, so I didn't need that big of a push to go, fuck it.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Just give me some fish, walk away. That's all I want to do.
So this normal ass game here, we have Taco not even grabbing a core. Where the hell is this? Okay, there's the core. He got a zealot before the core, which kind of throws me off a little bit. But yeah, sure. While absolutely nothing is going down, shoutouts to our sponsors though. LootCrate.com. You can get 10% off by using the promo code. Huge thank you to everybody that used that promo code BOUS while the tournament games were going, because, well, we got their attention and now they're giving us some prizing and some giveaways. So that's great. We'll talk about more of that down on the road in the tournament. Also, G2A.com, as always, guys, link is in the description below. Promo code BOUS for 3% off on all your games. And, of course, JORD Wood Watches. These guys are still on board with us. I think they're like them and G2A have been, this is like the 5th tournament or so.
JORD is in it until they DIE.
Yeah. And
they're just in it to win it.
Yeah, a lot of watches have been sold, so thank you so much for the support on the sponsors. All right, so what is going down here? It looks like a Taco Slammer wants to get an expansion. It's either that or he's literally just floating around with this probe after that drone for no reason at all. He's got 2 early zealots. His build is so fucky that it's actually working for him here, because he's going to be able to defend this no problem at all.
Yeah, normally this is, and this still pretty much is, just scouting.
Yeah.
Those 4 Zerglings are literally in there to be like, hey, what's up? Not much? Alright, I'm gone. And interestingly enough, he didn't really go that deep with them. For some reason, he decided to hold on to them. Maybe it's because he saw the 2 Zealots and he was like, wait a minute, I might actually need these alive to defend what could be coming. Because normally he would have gone a hell of a lot deeper. He saw, like, literally, he opened the door as a vacuum cleaner salesman, saw the entryway and the homeowner said, "Get the fuck off my porch," and closed the door, and that was it.
That was
all
the show.
he saw. He didn't see the kitchen appliances. He didn't see if they were new or still living in the 90s. Little does he know, but he's actually rocking some really new shit. But as far as he's concerned, he might be getting an attack, so he's saving those 4.
So I can obviously tell that Taco Slammer is a fairly new, I shouldn't say new, because, you know, some people just don't play the game often to get very good.
He is somebody who casually plays StarCraft.
Yes, what I like about him, and before I don't want to just shit on his play because it's pretty bad, but I mean, he's spending his minerals, and as a lower level player, I'm assuming this is probably like silver, maybe gold. As a player at this caliber, that is one thing that they do wrong a lot, is they're not spending minerals. Things like seeing one cannon at a mineral line, getting a zealot before your core, you know, a really weird 3-gate into a Nexus.
It's actually like a 2.5 gate.
Yeah, it's a weird build, but I have to give props to him at the same time because he's showing promise. And on the other spectrum, Zerg, the zombie here, looks to be in and around the platinum level. His oh, I don't even have the production tab up here.
Who needs the production tab?
His drones are at 38 to the 23 of the Protoss. Metabolic boost is going. A third hatch on the way. He hasn't started any creep spread, but this map is designed in such a way, really, there's not a whole lot of travel space to go. And really, one tumor, or I would take more than one, maybe 2, will kind of get you connected on each base anyway. So, I mean, that's not a huge deal. His injects are on point. His macro's on point. And like I said, there's just a huge probe to drone difference. So, I think it's really going to boil down to if Zombie macros too hard, because he's macroing pretty hard right now, and if Taco Slammer just goes for the slam, the grand slam, and tries to end this game early, because I think if this game goes anything past the 16-minute mark, Taco Slammer's just going to lose in experience alone, and I'm just seeing that, you know, just up front on a macro standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I guess at the same time, because right now there could be a small window here for Taco Slammer to push out, because really the Zerg is just in full macro mode.
Yep.
He's not producing really anything for units.
Yep.
He's got some, but he's not producing any. He's upgrading to prepare for producing units, but I would say that's probably the one thing that I would want to see from him right now, is to start to actually produce something that's not just drones, because he's got the minerals and gas for it, but he's gonna be, it's gonna be because if Taco Slammer were to attack right now,
yeah, this is his window.
It would be a question of, did Zombie at just before the point of attack use all of his larvae on drones? Well, there's the roaches now, so now he's looking better. But
so he's okay, and the thing is he's what else that Zombie's doing very well is he has spread everywhere. He's got an Overlord here. He's got a random ling, Overlord, random ling, some random more lings. So I mean, even if he was caught droning back here, he's gonna see what is coming, and when you're on 3 base and your larva injects are on point, you can literally just build about 30 roaches all at the same time and be ready for this, right? And then you're gonna have home court advantage, and there's still not even a proxy pylon in position for Taco Slammer. So even when he goes down there, that pylon's still gotta go down and be built before he can really go in and engage, because if that isn't in place, he's just gonna get overran. That's it. It's just gonna be game over. So this is exactly what I'm talking about here. He had his window, and the longer that this game goes, simply from on a macro standpoint, there isn't much of a chance that Taco Slammer has. Look at the supply difference now, 82 to 109, and although Zombie has significantly more drones than probes, double actually, that's pretty standard for Zerg to have more drones than,
especially when there's 3 base to 2.
Exactly. What Taco Slammer should be doing right now is he should have already, if he wasn't gonna go for a timing attack, his third should have went down, and he should be dropping a lot more gates. Right now he's basically sitting on a 2 base, and he's playing as though he should have attacked 2.5 minutes ago, and that's just gonna be a bad news bears for him.
Yeah, as it stands, that changeling has successfully gone his entire life unnoticed. Just kicked the bucket, but he's got another one.
Oh yeah.
And it's going unnoticed.
Oh yeah.
So he's got literally as much information as he could possibly hope for on this map right now. There is nothing that he could literally play this completely safe and have so many warning signs that it wouldn't matter anymore. So I agree. Taco Slammer, is in for a world of trouble if he actually decides to try and get out here and do too much. If this is his attempt to do a third now, and he's just gonna sit here at the ramp.
It's not gonna be a good time.
It's not, no, because, you know, the Zerg is just going to get into what seems to look like he wants to get into Hydra, and there's the Hydra now.
Well, what's gonna happen is the Zerg's just gonna get a 200 supply and A-move and win.
A-move and win,
I mean,
yeah.
look at the supply difference now, 100 to 166. You know, there hasn't been a whole lot going on in this game. It's actually been a pretty stale game. Both players just sort of building up.
I'm gonna guess Taco Slammer might not even be a Protoss player. Because this is still
that's
random.
right. It is random only. So
we can only slam his taco so hard over the fact that he is not doing so hot.
That's right. That's right. I totally forgot about the fact that this was a random only.
Yeah.
Also, guys, the real MaximusBlack says we'll start on the 3rd round. Hopefully, you guys will watch all these games here on YouTube. And I have a good feeling what we're gonna need from you guys, your help this time, is to spread the word about this tournament, because I am very, very confident that we are going to have some epic games in this tournament. We've got some really cool stuff. So whenever there's a crazy game, go share it, go make a post about it, go, share it on Facebook and stuff, and let's bring some fun back into StarCraft. We've got Legacy of the Void coming out here shortly. All the game's a total mess right now. I'm still looking forward to it, and we actually need you guys to start sending in Legacy of the Void replays, and you can do that at lag.tv. A lot of people's got the beta. Go out there, cheese as much as you can. We really want to start a new season of When Cheese Fails, but we want to do it right and do the Legacy of the Void edition. I think we've seen enough of Heart of the Swarm. We want Legacy of the Void, some new, unique cheeses with some maybe new units or new abilities. Anyway, enough about that. We finally got some action happening here in this game.
Holy shit, look at the slaughter we've been waiting 15 minutes and 15 seconds for.
Well, you know what? This is actually a really nice unit composition. Although it's 126 supply to 190, there is 3 Immortals in the background. I like the fact that half the Zealots are up front. Those Hydras, though, they're doing so much DPS. He got a nice, decent time warp, but he needs the force fields to go down right here, and he doesn't do it. No Guardian Shield, nothing. He's just gonna run these guys into his death.
He just A-moved and hoped for the best, and unfortunately, that's not enough. And coincidentally, he actually did a good, he had a small advantage.
This was the choke he wanted. This was the choke right
He
here.
had exactly the point that he wanted. He actually had the good time warp, like he pointed out. He could have done the force fields with the time warp, because they were retreating so slowly. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. He A-moved to not victory, and now he's going to have to deal with the retaliation that every player in the game hates, which is the immediate build-up and attack of a Zerg player.
Well, that's pretty much the show. I mean, who are we kidding? 120-something supply or whatever it was to 190. It's usually just not going to work out for you.
Yeah, math is not in his favor.
Yeah, no. But it could have been a
I done shit the bed.
Oh, you shit it hard there, Taco Slammer. That's what happens when you slam the tacos.
Yes, you gotta be careful.
Beds will be shat in.
Sometimes, you know, you have all the right intentions, but you overshoot and you end up in the ass.
Yep. Well, there you have it, boys. This is gonna be a GG. It's 17 minutes in. Really not most eventful game, but like I said, or like Adam said, I'm thinking that Taco Slammer just doesn't main Protoss. And if he does, then he isn't a very high-level Protoss, and I think we're at least 1 to 2 leagues ahead in terms of, skill between the 2 players, you know what I'm saying? It is a random seed, so sometimes it is what it is. And the good thing about this as well, the first 2 rounds, it kind of weeds out the players that are not going to make things overly interesting, you know what I'm saying? It gives them an opportunity to play in the tournament.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, the random nature of it still allows for people who are not masters to get through. Like last tournament.
Well, last time we had the winner was almost what? Platinum or something?
It was platinum.
Yeah, he was up against the masters, and just because of how crazy the Novawar says things were, it kind of gives you the edge sometimes, you know?
Yeah. So it will be full of Jeff called me at some ungodly hour last night and was like, Adam, I got these builds. Listen to these builds. Yeah. And he rattled off a shitload of builds, and actually there was a couple that I still didn't even know about yet. Now we've got a Great Wall of Pylons being produced in the middle of that. But I was like, alright, I heard them. There's some good stuff in there.
Yeah.
There's some good stuff in there.
So I took probably about 3 or 4 of the builds that people requested, and I just straight put them in. and then I took another 3 or 4 and took sort of ideas from what people said, because some of them really just wouldn't have worked, and then I kind of put my own twist onto it. And then Major Awesome and I just kind of sat here and we went over a few things, and then I thought of just some, in my opinion, some pretty damn good, you know, I'm biased as shit, but I mean, it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, just like I'd be biased. I think the last tournament was some top tier shit. So this tournament's got a lot to live up to.
It's got a lot to live up to, and it's my first MaximusBlack says, right?
Yeah.
And so, you know, if people are gonna bitch and complain about imbalances and stuff like that, I gotta take that, you know what I'm saying? I gotta try my best.
You gotta wear that. You gotta wear that shit.
I gotta wear it, right?
You gotta wear it.
Whew, there's a lot riding on this tournament. I promise, guys, the games are gonna get better. This is just, you know, the opening thing. Make sure to hit that like button. Go check out our sponsors. There is going to be a G2A giveaway in the description below, so make sure you go and check that out. Also, if you're in the Twitch chat right now, you can type in !giveaway to get in that G2A gift card giveaway, and scroll underneath the stream to click on that JORD Woodwatch thumbnail to put your name in there. And also, if you're watching us on YouTube, there will be a JORD Woodwatch giveaway in the description below as well. So yeah, that's gonna be that. We'll see you guys on the I guess the next round of 16.
We have one more game that is not MaximusBlack says, and then we get to get into the crazy shit.
That's right. We'll see you guys in a few.
Brace yourself.